Okay, graphing composite functions. Okay, I gave you a graph of f of x. Okay, and here's a graph of g of x. So we're going to have to graph f subtract g of x and f times g of x. So, first of all, what we need to do is restrict the domain to the smallest possible. So this one goes to -3 and this one goes to -2. So the x values are restricted no further than -2. Okay, so -1, 0, 1, and then the furthest right, so this goes to 3, but this only goes to 2. So we have to stop at the furthest right at 2. Okay, so let's write down the points. So on f of x, when we're at -2, we're at a height of 2. When we're at -1, we're at a height of 3. And then we actually stay at a height of 3. Okay? On g of x, when we're at -2, our y value is -1. Then at -1, we're at -2, -3, -2, and then a height of -1. So now, let's figure out what would happen if we took the f of x minus g of x. Okay, so 2 subtract -1 is 3. 3 subtract -2 is 5. 3 subtract -3 is 6. 3 subtract -2 is 5. 3 subtract -1 is 4. Okay, so if I'm graphing this composite function f minus g of x, I'm going to graph the point -2, 3, -1, 5, 0, 6, and 1, 5, and 2, 4. Okay, now this asks us to do operation of multiplication. So if I multiply, so 2 times -1 times is -6 times is -9 times these is -6 and this is -3. Okay, so this function will have the point -2, -2. -1, -6. It will have the point 0, -9. It will have the point 1, -6. And the point 2, -3. Okay, so that is how you can graph composite functions based on only having the graphs.